Hey guys, Ben, aka Reading Vicariously here. Welcome back to my channel for another video. It's been a while since I've posted. I don't know if anybody noticed or paid attention to that. Doesn't really matter either way. I kind of, from the very beginning of this, I knew I wasn't going to be posting regularly, or as regularly as I would like to anyways, just because this is something I was just doing for fun when I had time, which I haven't really had a lot of recently. We have moved in the last few months. I'm in the middle of a career change right now. It's summer and I'm keeping both of our kids at home, so doing that full time as well. So just lots of things going on. However, I did want to start making some videos again. And so to kind of kick things back off, I thought I'd just do a quick video of just some recent book mail that I've gotten from authors and publishers. And so hopefully you see something in here that you like or that seems interesting to you. So first thing I've got here for you is an anthology of sea horror, which seems really appropriate for this time of year. But it's called It Calls from the Sea, and it is from Erie River Publishing. It's got a super cool cover right there. And thank you to Michelle for sending this. And it's an anthology. It says it's an all-original anthology of 20 brutal tales of horror from the deep blue sea, which sounds great. I love nautical horror. It really freaks me out, things under the water, in the ocean, under the sea. I don't know. It scares me, what lies beneath. And so very excited to dig into this gorgeous looking anthology. So thank you, Erie River. Thank you, Michelle. And the next one here is called Double Vision by Hamlin Bird. And this is one that the author sent out to me. And it is about a former detective who he gets drawn into an investigation when 4 teens are found brutally murdered. And so he gets kind of pulled back into this life. He's also been trying to kind of repair and confront some of his own issues with his family, his kids, his wife, and all of that. So he's got a lot going on. And it says it's a supernatural thriller and compelling meditation on addiction and fatherhood. Double Vision is a gripping read that will keep you turning pages late into the night. Which, what more can you ask for? So thank you so much, Hamlin, for sending that to me. Very excited about that. Another one here is called For Rye by Gavin Gardner. And this is one that the author sent to me as well. And it is about a traumatized novelist who is drawn back to her childhood home after her mother is killed in a ritualistic murder. And so she's trying to untangle the mystery of, what happened, why was her mother killed, what was going on around that. And she kind of gets drawn further into this web of insanity and long dormant evil that has awakened. So, which all sounds very exciting. This one, by the way, came with this really cool packaging. I just wanted to mention this really quickly. It was wrapped in this like parchment paper with bloody handprints on it, tied with twine. It had some really cool notes inside. And actually, I kept the paper that it came in just because I thought it was cool. I hadn't seen anything like that as far as book mail goes. So of course I kept this. I'm gonna do something with it. I don't know, use it in pictures or at the very least hang it on my wall and freak people out probably. But anyways, thank you so much, Gavin Gardner, for sending For Rye. Another book here, and I apologize, I just dropped it. So I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna edit it and pop right back. Another book here is Those You Killed by Christopher Badcock. And this is from Blood Rights Horror, the publishing company. And this one that actually another author, Spencer, sent to me. He read it and he loved it. And he had an extra copy. I said I was interested and he sent it over. So thank you, Spencer, for that. And this is about a guy, Elwood, who he's lost a lot in his life due to his addiction, his relationships with his daughter and his wife and everything. And so he's come to this lake chance to try to rebuild this, years later, try to rebuild these relationships. However, there's something out there in the forest at the lake that is kind of is there. It's this menacing presence, and he starts suffering from withdrawal and plagued by nightmarish visions and all this good stuff. It says it's a tale of loss, love, addiction, and memory. Those you killed is the story of one man's inner turmoil becoming outer terror, which is a cool little line there. So very excited for that. Christopher Badcock's book from Blood Rights Horror. All right, so got a couple of Flame Tree Press books here, which are always exciting to get those in the mail. Thank you, Flame Tree, for sending these. The first is Screams from the Void by Ann Tibbetts, which is very appropriate right now because I'm doing kind of a sci-fi horror read through the summer, just readathon, reading as much sci-fi horror as I can. So this fits perfectly, it sounds like, for that. But it's about a freighter that has been out in deep space for the last couple of years, and some kind of foreign biological creature has gotten on board and starts wreaking havoc. And, you know, you kind of guess where that might go, or maybe not. I have no idea, but that's the perfect setup. You know, a ship out in space, the isolation, the confined quarters, and then something evil on board, you know, picking people off. And that's just, it's great. I love that premise. And so very excited for that. Screams from the Void by Ann Tibbetts. And then the other one is Queen of the Cicadas by V. Castro, which if if I put this video out in time, then this is her book birthday. This was released today. And so congratulations, V, on that. And it's based around an urban legend of the Queen of the Cicadas, this young farm worker back in the 50s who was abused and horrifically murdered. And then the Aztec goddess of death hears her cries, resurrects her to seek vengeance, and all of that. And now it's years later, set in the present, and there's this woman, Belinda, who may or may not be connected in some way to all of that. And, you know, the things from the past are coming into the present now, and the legend might be all too real. So, sounds cool. This pull quote in the back from Kirkus Review says it's a tightly paced story of anti-colonial resistance and shared history that begs to be read in one sitting. So anyways, thank you, Flame Tree. Congratulations, V, and Ann Tibbetts on the books. Very excited to get to those. And then this one of the last ones I have here to share with you guys. This was sent from Raw Dog Screaming Press, and it is Children of Demeter by E.V. Knight. It's got a super cool cover here by Lynn Hanson, who always does amazing cover design, cover art, and all of that, Lynn Hanson. But it is about a cult. Well, it doesn't say a cult, but a commune back in the 70s that mysteriously disappeared, and nobody knows why. And then now in present day, there's a sociologist who is kind of drawn to that place, the small town where it happened, and uncovering the secrets of that isolated farmhouse. And, you know, you can imagine that she is going to uncover some fairly unsavory stuff, which is always exciting. So the time period with the stuff in the 70s and the cult aspect are really interesting to me. One of the pull quotes says, it's a chilling look into cults, feminine magic, and sacrifice. Fast-paced with fresh ideas, Knight's tale takes the reader in unexpected and creepy directions. And that's from Laurel Hightower. So, you know, if she's saying good things about it, you know it's going to be good. So very excited about that. Thank you, Raw Dog Screaming Press, for sending that along. And then these last two here are ones that the authors both sent to me a while ago. They sent me digital copies, and I just had to get physical ones as well. And so those just came in the other day. And these are also special to me because they are by two of my friends from the horror community, two people that I've known for a while, you know, since I started all of this about a year ago. And I've gotten to know fairly well. So it's really cool having these in my hands because, you know, I know these people. These are my friends. And these are both debut collections, which is super exciting. So first we've got Twisted. I'm trying to see, there we go. Twisted, Tainted Tales by Janine Pipe. And I've read a lot of Janine's short stories. I know her writing style and her work fairly well. And so I was really excited for this, her debut collection. It's got a bunch of stories in there, covers a pretty wide range of horror genres rather, and it's very good. I am still working on my review. Sorry, Janine, about that. But that should be coming out soon, my review. But you can get a copy of this right now. Like, really, really cool cover. My light keeps messing it up. There we go. Yeah, super cool. She did like a Spotify playlist of tracks, like 80s tracks. It's got a very, 80s vibe to it. And so there's a Spotify playlist that goes with it and cool stuff like that. Really, really good stuff. Lots of great authors who have quotes. Hunter Shea, Tim Meyer, Glenn Rolfe, all that good stuff. And then the other one is right here, The Razor Blades in My Head by Donnie Goodman. And again, it's another short story collection. It's a debut. And I'm super excited to dive into it. It looks like it's a pretty wide variety of stories and premises here. And super, super cool artwork by Justin C. Coons, who always does amazing stuff. And again, Donnie's going for that vintage paperbacks from hell type look there. So anyways, very excited about both of those. All right, so that's it for now. Hopefully you guys, maybe saw something that piqued your interest, that you would want to check out. But I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.